All right, so it's almost the end of VegFest. We thank you guys for being out here. And I also wanted to let you know about our calendar. Remember, we have a calendar. It's at veganevents.info, veganevents.info. And make sure you also join our Facebook group, which it just surpassed 4,500 members. It's veganswfl.org. Actually, Denise can come up here with me too. But she has to walk all the way around the stage. And on the Facebook group, you'll have every video of every presentation, including right now. This is going on to the Facebook group. So it's all on there, although we're still learning. I think Marcus's got split in two because my camera overheated because it was in the sun. I learned I can't do that. The sun is extremely powerful, as we know. And I also want to thank just the city of Cape Coral for having us here and letting us use their stage and their tent, that massive tent in the back. That's, yeah, city of Cape Coral. And also Tiffany for driving here, and family from driving from Ocala, right? Yeah. And Tiffany was a huge help at Ocala Veg Fest that we did for the first, it was probably like one of the biggest events, I think, ever in downtown, right? Yeah, and thanks for your help, because it was just like an avalanche of people and vendors, and yeah, that was great for the area. There had never been a large vegan event in Ocala before, other than maybe a meetup or two. That's about that had ever happened in Ocala before that event this year. And the same thing here in Cape Coral. I mean, there's been a few small events, actually some of them that we've helped out with, but nothing on this scale. And we intend to make this an annual event. Just like all the other regional events we're doing, we want to bring it to the whole area. And during the time, the busy time, the season, they call it down here, because everybody, the population doubles around this time when it starts to get cold. Everybody comes down. And what else can we say? We haven't even enough volunteers to give out T-shirts to. Hey, Tiffany, if you guys want to help, if you guys are gonna help, we'll give you T-shirts here. Yeah.
Can you help? Yeah. Thank you, Tiffany. Yeah, we could probably use some more help. If you have some time after 3 o'clock, we'll be happy to give you a free T-shirt like the one I have on. And if you can just help us with tear down and clean up.
Yeah, and let's see, what else can I mention? We have a YouTube channel. You guys know that? YouTube, okay, aplantbaseddiet.org is the name of our YouTube channel. Aplantbaseddiet.org is the name of our nonprofit also that has started and run these events. And what else can I mention? We're on Instagram too. That one also that's a little bit different. It's plantbasedevents.info. And also it goes to either our calendar or Instagram if you're on Instagram. And every event that we have going on is on Instagram there on plantbasedevents.info. So you can follow us there. And next event is Fort Myers Veg Fest. That's January 5th. Then Naples Veg Fest, January 12th. And then the big one, Southwest Florida Veg Fest. You may have seen some people wearing the Southwest Florida Veg Fest shirts here that are on the planning team. We have a large planning team for that event. And that event, we had nice local speakers here, right? What do you think? They're all local. Everybody here. Well, except Dr. Ron, actually, 82 years old. He drove down from the Tampa area. So you guys drove further, but and actually Marcus is now in the Tampa area, but everyone's based here between Tampa and Southwest Florida. But for Southwest Florida Veg Fest, almost everybody speaking is going to be flown in from somewhere else in the country or around the world. Those are the biggest names that we have. We have cooking demonstrations all day. We didn't have any cooking demonstrations here, but we were on the news. Some of you may have caught that on Fox 4. They were really nice, and they brought us in the studio yesterday. And we had Kathy Randall and her 2 daughters. Actually, Kathy wasn't there, but her daughters were there. And we did some spots on the morning news. That was a couple days ago, wasn't it? Now, everything's been blending together with planning these events. So, how's the time? Are we almost time? It's time. It's time for closing meditation.
XYZo.
And that's a nice big jug of water you got there. Did you get that water from Kaylee Castle over there? No, they'll fill your water bottle up for free. It's free water. And if you guys didn't know, it's the end of the event, but if you're really thirsty, you're dehydrated, go over where I'm pointing. In the middle of that row, facing backing up to the parking lot, there's a banner that says H2O on the end of it. Free, high-quality filtered water. And if you go to the bathroom, they are over on this end. And there's an opening there with cones and fence barriers so that nobody blocked the bathrooms. That's where you got to go if you got to go, right?
Right.
Okay.
If you need any baked goods to take with you.